We hiked out to a very remote ledge to set up camp. Catch our dinner and have fun while challenging ourselves. Let's see how this one turns out. I think this here is going to be the spot we're going to be fishing later on. First of all, we're going to find the spot to set up camp later, dump our camping gear and get right into fishing. This looks nice and flat. Not the biggest spot, but that'll do us. Alright, camping gear sorted. Let's get into fishing. So let's get into fishing and have some fun in this beautiful wild scenery. We got the burley deployed and we got the cliff gaff ready in case we hook onto something big. Let's get into fishing then. We're gonna start casting the heavy for a bit. The wild ocean. I think we're onto something. salmon, I think. Well, where there's one, there might be more. Yep. Dropped it again. Yep, we got one on again. Yep, there's a few salmon down there. Alright, I think we're gonna keep that as bait. In worst case, if we can't get anything better, we can eat him as well. And here we go. Our first salmon of the season. That might become dinner, but we're still trying to upgrade it. Definitely good bite as well. Let's get back out there, have at least some fun with those bad boys. Or we'll see what else we might be getting onto. I must be sitting right here in front chasing the herring. Yep. And another salmon. Oh, he's a bit green. Come on, tire yourself out first. Ah, dropped him. Yep, and we're on again. Another healthy little salmon. And we're gonna send you right back in there because we got what we need. Next wave's gonna be yours. And there you go. See you next time. Alright, let's get the fillets out of it and put it on ice. First piece. And here we got our salmon ready packed up. Straight on ice. We're snagged. Oh, we got it out. Kelp, I guess. Well, it seems like the salmon have disappeared. We gave it a fair few casts. Nothing else been showing up as well. We'll keep that one ready to go in case we see kingy, sambos or salmon. Let's go on the light one. Different color, different size. Maybe we get onto some quality fish. Yep, I felt that fish on. It's not just a herring. I'm not sure what it is. Feels alright. Could be a good fish. Breaksea Cod? I think it is. Oh, and a good one. Nice. That's a good sized Breaksea Cod. And here we go. Good sized Breaksea Cod on board. Ew! That's gonna be a good eater. And you can see he's been coming from the deep, swim ladder hanging out. I just dispatched him. Let's check him on the mat and have a look how big he is. And he's putting up 38 centimeters. That's pretty good. I just got the Breaksea Cod ready for later on. Gutted him. Let's stick him in the cooler bag. Straight on ice. And now let's go back into casting. Alright, last cast before we swap over to bite. It's been a little bit quiet. Alright, we're gonna put that aside and put a bite rig on the heavy. Alright, here we got a beautiful bite rig, and I'm using something special today. So that is a pulley rig. Vex sent me a bunch of their gear, and I got one here to show you. So that's what it looks like. Alright, bait clipped in. Let's put it out there. And we got baited. I wasn't wrong, I could feel the bites. I've just been extending the line down to the sinker, so hopefully we can stay above all the kelp down there. Let's give it another try. New bite rigged up. Let's give it another try. I'm pretty sure we're on. Oh, we're also stuck in the kelp down there. Come on. What is it gonna be? Another Breaksea Cod. Good size as well. Here we go, another beautiful Breaksea Cod. This one is coming home. Now we're gonna pack up the fishing gear, set up the tent, collect firewood, get a fire cranking. I'm hungry. We're just gonna leave all the fishing gear here. Tomorrow morning, right back into it. I actually found a slightly better spot earlier. Decided, let's go here, a little bit more out of the wind. Alright, let's start with the bivy bag. Alright, tent is ready. And shut the lid so we don't get any mozzies going in there. Camp is established. Let's collect some firewood. There she goes. Let's get it started. While we're waiting for the coals to be ready, let's get ready with the fish. Parcel number 2, it should be plenty. A nice chunk of Aussie salmon. Alright, I think our fish should be ready. Put that aside to start cooling down. Now we're talking. Got a bit more light here as well. And we actually got a lemon. Lucky us, eh? I would say let's start on the salmon. Beautiful white meat. That is actually pretty good. Not bad at all. And it's not about the cooking. That was the most simple way. Just a bit of oil, a couple of spices, salt, pepper, garlic. Pretty good. Let's get into the Breaksea. And the second course. Yum. Can't go wrong with Breaksea Cod, obviously. I'm gonna smash the rest of that, sit by the fire for a bit, and then we're gonna jump in our little baby. There's a ton of mozzies waiting out here on my screen. Luckily the screen keeps them away, but not very tempting to get out here right now. We'll give it a little bit longer. Alright, we're finally up. I must have fallen asleep again. Still feeling a little bit rough. It was not the perfect flat spot to sleep on, but here we are, packed away camp. Let's get back down into fishing before the wind gets any stronger. I think the swell is pretty calm compared to what it was even yesterday, so let's do it. Man, those mozzies were bad this morning. I just didn't want to get up. Alright, fishing gear is ready to go. Man, those mozzies are really bad. Bloody mozzies everywhere. I was about to call it quits because the mozzie bites are bad and we hooked up to something. Don't run around that corner there. Definitely got a bit of weight, but it hasn't done too much yet. Salmon! Here we go. Another salmon. And here we go, another salmon. I just quickly gonna put him back in. Alright, next little wave, and you're going back in, buddy. Straight down. Phew. Alright, let's see if there's any more around. For a little bit fun before getting out of here. Usually where there's one, there's more. Look at all the bloody mozzies. I think that's last cast. I want to get out of here. There's probably more salmon coming by, but it's like bloody itchy everywhere. Alright, that's it. Let's pack it up and get away from those bloody mozzies. Almost packed up, about to get out of here. Before we call it off, I would like to know your opinion about Aussie salmon. I was really impressed last night. How do you rate them? Leave us a comment below. What's your favorite way to eat them? If you enjoyed this video, please also leave us a thumbs up and hit that hype button because it really helps. And I'll see you on the next one. You!